Hello, in today's video I'm going to show you the best plain text emails I have received. We've subscribed to more than 100 different email newsletters from the biggest and best e-commerce brands in the world, especially those who have the best direct response copy, so we can see what kind of emails they're sending, analyze these emails, adapt them and send them for our own clients. And in today's video I've picked the best plain text emails I have received, put them into this Miro board here, and I want to break down each one of these emails and tell you what kind of psychology and strategy each one of these emails is following, so you can adapt these emails and ideas to your own brand and use these plain text emails. Why should you even send plain text emails? The reason is that plain text emails will be delivered better than fully designed emails. Inbox providers like Gmail, Outlook, Yahoo, and so on will see a fully designed email with 10 images and 5 different links, and then they will see an email which has just text and a link. And of course, the email with 10 images and 5 different links, it looks like a promotional email, so it will land in the promotional tab. But if they're seeing an email where you just have copy and one link, it looks like an email that you could have sent to a friend or that a colleague has sent to you. And so you want to disguise your promotional plain text emails as personal emails, and this is why you're not using images. You just have plain text and a CTA. And when you have a better deliverability with your plain text emails, that equals more opens, and more opens equal more clicks. And clicks time conversion rate on your website mean revenue for you. So if your email's getting delivered better, more people will open them, more people will click the emails, and if you have more clicks on your website, you have a specific conversion rate, especially for customers and subscribers, and more people will buy from your business. And so this is why you want to use plain text emails here and there to mix it up and to make sure that you're improving your deliverability and that you're making sure that your email is actually going through. And this is why you should send plain text emails. Let's start with the first email. This email is an email that we have sent dozens and dozens of times, and it works really, really well. What you're doing with this email is you're handling the price objection. A lot of customers will probably think this brand is too expensive. And so when you're sending them an email with the subject line, "This is why we are not cheap," they will think, "Oh, this is interesting. I need to know that." And they will open the email. So the subject line is amazing. And then what you want to do in the email is to explain to them why you are not cheap and why it is good that you're not cheap and why you're different than those cheap brands. And let's make it a bit more real. So what Snow is saying in this email is, when we created the products for Snow, I had a choice: make it cheap or make the best product possible. Most budget whitening products use weak ingredients that barely work or harsh chemicals that permanently damage your animal and cause painful sensitivity. I've seen too many patients damage their teeth trying to save money on whitening. Amazing point. If it basically says you can use the cheap products out there in the market, but they won't work. So you're spending money on products that won't even work, and you will waste your time using these products. Or you will buy products that are using harsh chemicals that will permanently damage your animal and make your teeth very sensitive. Do you want that? Of course not. So they're saying, we don't want you to have a product with weak ingredients that barely work, or we don't want you to damage your animal permanently. So this is why we have created Snow. And this is why we invested in LED technology that actually speeds up results safely, yada, yada, yada. And then they go on and on and on, and use social proof. And it's a great email just to handle the pricing objection. Then they're using social proof. And then they have CTA, Dr. Brian Harris, and then they have also a PS statement at the end, which I really like. Our Black Friday and Jewel sale is live with up to 49% off. And then you can click here to go to the website. Amazing email. We've used it multiple times, and this is even part of our welcome flow that we are creating for our clients. So I will definitely advise you to use this email. You can just throw it into ChatGPT, say adapt it to my brand, give it your brand link, say use my brand voice, and then you give your brand domain, and it will adapt this email to your own brand. The second email I've picked is also from Snow, and it uses I would say, the treat yourself angle. The subject line is you deserve this, and then an arrow pointing to the inbox. Great subject line that will definitely have a really high open rate. And then what it does is to visualize and paint this picture in your head of how your life will look like once you reach your desired situation. And so the copy is saying, your smile speaks before you do. It's the first thing people notice when you walk into a room, join a video call, or meet someone new. And it's not just about having whiter teeth. It's really about confidence. It's feeling comfortable laughing during meetings. It's taking photos without thinking twice. It's showing up as yourself without holding back. Exactly what people want that don't have the white teeth that they actually desire to have. And then what they're doing is they're pitching the product and are mentioning the free gift. So they're increasing the perceived value and mentioning all of the benefits that their product is bringing with them. Social proof. You deserve to feel confident in every situation. These systems may help you get there faster than you expect. CTA. Amazing. Great email. And you can pretty much use this email for every brand. You just talk about the desired situation, paint the picture about how they want their life to look like, and tell them you deserve to have this life and you can get it with our products. Mentioning all of the products, the price point, maybe some gifts that you're giving away, and using social proof just as they have done here. Great email, works very well. If you want to get access to this Miro board with my favorite plain text emails that I've received, and also to a Google Drive folder with the best plain text emails we have collected, plus a Google Doc with 10 plain text email templates that you can just give to ChatGPT or Claude and just mention your brand name, and it will personalize these email templates to your brand. Then just click the first link in the description and you can get free access to the MiroBot, to the Google Drive folder, and also to the Google Doc. Super simple, get it now. This email is one of my favorite emails because it's using the comparative price anchoring angle. And when we just go into this email, the subject line is first of all amazing. Dermatologists charge $700 for this treatment, ... And the intro is super interesting because it's not saying, hey, my name is Idris and I'm the founder of Serenova. Today I wanted to talk with you about this and that. No, it goes straight to the point. Warning, what I'm about to share might make some of my colleagues angry. Interesting. It builds curiosity. But as a board certified dermatologist, but authority, I can't stay silent on this in good conscience any longer. Those $700 clinical microneedling treatments everyone's raving about, you can get the exact same results at home for just $26 per treatment. So you see the comparative price anchoring. You have to pay, the common solution costs $700 per treatment, and you can get the same exact result at home for just $26. So you see the big price gap. And then they're presenting the solution, some benefits, and then this is the most important section of this email because it compares the common solution with their new solution and their own product. So with clinical microneedling, you have to pay $700 per treatment. With Serenova, only $26. It requires 6+ treatments. With Serenova, you get the complete 6-month supply. The total cost for clinical microneedling are $4,200. With Serenova, only $159. For clinical microneedling, you have to take time off for appointments. With Serenova, you just use it 5 minutes bi-weekly. Then you have a painful recovery period when you're using clinical microneedling, and with Serenova, you have 0 downtime. And it's a great way how they frame the product and how it is a lot cheaper and a lot better than the common solution that there is out there in the market. And then they're saying, and with our special Mother's Day offer, so now they want to do the close and give you a reason why you need to buy today, you'll get a full 6-month supply, 12 treatments for 73% off. That's less than what most clinics charge for one session. But this special pricing ends Sunday at midnight, so they build urgency. After that, the price doubles back to normal. CTA, then they're mentioning the 90-day guarantee, so risk reversal, and then they have another CTA in the PS statement. Amazing, amazing, amazing email that you definitely need to use. And especially the close section is really good because you build your argument and then you have to go into the close and explain to your readers why they have to act today. And the reason why they have to act today is the special Mother's Day offer, where they're getting a full 6-month supply for 73% off. The fourth email is also from Snow, and it uses the social proof angle. The subject line is amazing because it's saying, why 1 million plus people love this, ... You want to know. Everyone want to know. And you can adapt this to your own brand. Why 200K plus people love this, ... for example. And then it's pitching the whitening powder, restating the social proof, so 1 million people, and shows all of the benefits that their powder will bring to you. Adds a close, and right now you can buy 2 get 1 free. So this is where they've made the argument. Now they want to go into the close and tell you why you need to act today. Then they're giving you a lot more reasoning by saying your toothbrush is already in your hand twice a day. This powder could make those movements work harder for your confidence. And then they have the CTA and a PS statement. This offer ends in 2 days. Don't miss out. So they're using urgency and also FOMO. Great email that you can use during a sale where you can just use social proof, mention the benefits of your product, restate the offer, tell them why they should use it today, CTA, urgency, FOMO, that's it. And you have a great email. The fourth email is also from Snow, and it uses the social proof angle. And they've used a really good subject line, which is why 1 million plus people love this, ... And the email starts with mentioning the product that they want to sell, restating the social proof over 1 million people, then mentioning the benefits of the product, going into the close, and right now you can buy 2, get 1 free. Then they are following up on it and they're saying why you should buy it. Your toothbrush is already in your hand twice a day. This powder could make those moments work harder for your confidence. CTA, Josh Snow, founder of Snow, so personalization. And then they have a PS statement. This offer ends in 2 days. Don't miss out. So they're using urgency and also FOMO. Great email that you can also use and add as a reminder email to your to a promotion that you're running. Maybe the second or third email where you use the social proof angle. Here you have the close, and then you can use urgency and also FOMO in the PS statement. This email angle has generated our clients by far the most amount of revenue, because here in this angle, what you're doing is we're calling it a credit sale, and we've done it for all of our clients this year. And it was so successful that we have even used this angle for Black Friday offers for our clients. It was incredibly, incredibly successful. And what you're doing with this kind of angle is you are basically giving your customers and subscribers a credit to your store, but you're coupling it to a minimum spend. So what is the psychology behind this email? So basically, you can give your clients or customers or subscribers 20% off. That's one angle. Another angle is to say, okay, I'll couple it to a minimum spend and give them the same amount in credits. So let's make it a bit more clear. So if we say they have to spend $75, and we want to give them 20% off, there will be $15. But because we want to use a random number, we're saying $14.71. And now it's a totally different angle. If I say, here's 20% off for you, or if I say, I've credited $14.71 to your account, you just have 4 days, or what is it? 4 days to use it before it expires. You have urgency, you have FOMO, you have reciprocity because I've gifted you $14.71. And it's a great angle that we have used for this client. And I think it was their most successful promotion. This is the kind of email that you want to send. So you just figure out, okay, what is my AOV? How much should they spend at least? And then you say, okay, if I want to give 15% off the AOV, then you use a random number. So 15% off, let's say 60, there will be $9. So you would say you're giving a credit of $9.31, for example. And then what you're doing is, especially the structure here, it looks like a computer generated email, and it should be this way. It should look like an email that was sent by Shopify, not from your brand. And then you can send another reminder, expiration date, and then you can use a specific tag in Klaviyo. So it will show that exact date and time, and redeem your credit now before it expires. And then CTA, important, minimum spend. And also the subject line is really good. 1471 store credit has been added to your account, or your 1471 store credit expires tonight. Amazing email, and really good email that you should use for your own brand. The next plain text email that I want to show is a survey email. So what I'm advising all of my clients is, please just always use a plain text email when you're sending surveys to your customers or subscribers, because these plain text emails have the best deliverability. If you want to get certain information from your customers or subscribers, you should ensure that as many people as possible receive your email, open your email, and submit the survey. And when you're using plain text email, it will work the best. And here you can see a very simple email. Hi, name, at Stars and Honey, we are committed to building delicious and healthy protein bars. Your feedback helps us improve every order, every experience, every bar. Would you be willing to answer 2 short questions about your last purchase? Click here to start the short survey. Very simple, just 4 lines of copy, that's it. And then the subject line, quick question, old but gold, it's working really well. And I would send every survey in a plain text email, just like this here, as we have done here. And I think we had an incredibly high click-through rate, but I can check it in a second. The click-through rate of this email was over 10%. So you should definitely use plain text emails for service that you're sending to customers and subscribers. The last email is a founder's email. And the founder's email is a great angle because you want to build a personal connection between the customer and the founder, because people want to buy from people, not from companies. And if they have a face that they know and a person that they have received messages from and value from, they'll be more likely to buy from this person. And if you're using an angle like this one here, hey, and then name, Nick and Nadia here, the co-founders of yours truly, August. Real talk, we're a small business, so they're using this marketing psychological principle called liking. And then they're just restating the offer that they're currently running and why you should get it, and repeat the offer again. With love, Nick and Nadia, Team August. I just see Nadia was written here with a Y and then here with an I. But good email. You can also use an email like this during your sale when you are sending multiple emails, just to use a different angle, an email from the founder with a personal angle, in this case, liking, restating the offer, explaining everything, restating the offer again, and then at the end of the email, with love, Nick and Nadia, Team August. It's also a great email that you can definitely use for sales, promotions, when you want to send a reminder to your customers and subscribers. If you want to get access to this Miro bot with my favorite plain text emails that I've received, and also to a Google Drive folder with the best plain text emails we have collected, plus a Google Doc with 10 plain text email templates that you can just give to ChatGPT or Claude and just mention your brand name, and it will personalize these email templates to your brand, then just click the first link in the description and you can get free access to the Miro bot, to the Google Drive folder, and also to the Google Doc. Super simple, get it now.